Hey everybody, Gunny J here, aka Tom Jeffers, aka Gunny. You had to be there for that shit. Let's check it out. I've done a couple memes, M-E-M-E, which probably used to mean me, it's all about me. I don't know. But anyway, I've done a couple over the past 5, 6 years, I don't know, and have always lended a comment on Memorial Day. And today is the day after Memorial Day in 2019. And I didn't post anything this time concerning the difference between Veterans Day and, no, I kind of did. But it was just a reminder to be safe out there and make sure that you fill up your blinker fluid levels. A little bit of tongue-in-cheekness there. But most of my Facebook friends already know the distinction between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Much to my chagrin, I received an email from a relative that started off totally not understanding what it's all about. Then again, let's just say the person ain't all that anyway, right? In any event, this individual, in reference to me and mentioning Memorial Day. Well, newsflash, I didn't die in a foreign war. That's what Memorial Day was for. Memorial Day, actually the first recognition of it was after the Civil War. A lot of memorial ceremonies and remembrances and stuff like that kept on popping up. They were pretty random. Nothing was really established. It ended up in late May being recognized in the northern states, because that's when flowers were usually available after they've started blooming. And of course you use the flowers. That corresponds with a memorial. And it wasn't adopted as a federal law, hence a vacation day, until, God bless America, 1967. True story. And if you didn't know that, well, maybe you ought to learn a little American history. And that's the only reason I'm making this video. It's actually going to dovetail into what I would say is a eulogy. Because people don't even, not only, when I say people, I'm generalizing. A lot of people don't really understand American history and don't understand the reasons for certain things, don't understand that turn signals don't really have blinker fluid. And they just need to be schooled. And that's why I want to do a video eulogy for myself, because some people need to be schooled about Tom Jeffers. And I don't want a bunch of idiots up there behind a doggone lectern telling people what they thought about Tom Jeffers. I'm going to tell you what the hell I think about Tom Jeffers. In any event, and one more clarification, is Veterans Day. For those of you who don't know, it started off as a remembrance to the end of World War I with the Armistice Agreement. In other words, they were standing down from fighting anymore, and it was known officially and initially as Armistice Day. And it was recognized on the day, the signing of the treaty to end World War I, and that happened to have been November 11th. And we'll go full circle on that. They thought that was the war to end all wars. And what pops up? Hitler in the 1930s. And of course we were became involved in the war, and it became known as the Big War, or World War II. And after World War II, it was agreed that instead of Armistice Day, they would change that to Veterans Day. And I've noticed some civilians don't really understand the difference in a veteran, a retired person, and I hear this stuff about homeless veterans all the time. I see it less than I used to. But everybody's talking about homeless veterans. You could go in the military and serve 3 years, let's say as an Army cook. Nothing against Army cooks. Somebody's got to cook the chow. It's a very valuable job. The Army fights on their stomachs, so they say. But in any event, if you serve 3 years, 4 years in the military, and you get out, and you decide you go your own merry way, it doesn't make you entitled to anything. You weren't wounded in action. You weren't this. You weren't that. You served a few years and you got the hell out. Okay, fine. You're a veteran, but are we supposed to take care of you for the rest of your life? No. A lot of times people, they see that I'm a Marine, maybe something I'm wearing, or they see the tag on my truck, or the totally Marinized stickers all over the truck, and I always feel compelled to say, well, thank you for your service. I don't want you thanking me for my service. Uncle Sam thanks me once a month for my service. And while I was on active duty, Uncle Sam thanked me twice a month for my service. I understand the sentiment behind it, but it just doesn't hold any weight. I feel blessed to have been able to serve over 20 years. Somebody's over there raising hell. Now Sadie's raising hell. Gunny J out.